And I went to a club called the Underground in New York City, and I remember being scared to death. I knew nothing, and I walked down the steps with my fake ID, and I got in the club, and this beautiful, the most beautiful brown-skinned boy I've ever seen in my life comes up to me, and he says, "Oh, you are so beautiful." And I was literally looking around like, who is he talking to? Because I had never, ever had anybody say that to me besides my mother. And I went with him. I don't know if I should have, but I went with him in a club. I don't know where he was taking me. And he brought me into a room of the freakiest, most beautiful people I'd ever seen in my life. And they were doing something that I'd never seen before, and that was, it turns out, was called voguing. And they welcomed me with open arms. And I knew in that moment that I had found my family. I had found my place and my people. And one of those kids was a legend called Willie Ninja. And there were a few others that soon became my house. I was brought into the House of Magnifique. I didn't know anything about anything, but I knew that this was where I wanted to be. And what I spoke about earlier about going back then in the 80s, we've been through a lot together. But one thing was very prominent that doesn't really exist anymore. And that was, I was this privileged white kid from lower middle class New Jersey, brought into a people of color, Latinx, and brown-skinned people who welcomed me with open arms and let me know that I had a place at their table always, no matter what, no matter who I was, no matter where I came from, to anything. They brought me in and loved me completely. And I feel like we need to get back to that, because we've kind of lost the way with cancel culture and not allowing people to learn from mistakes and heal. And I think that as a community, what I was brought in to learn was that everybody deserves a place and we love everybody. So that, as an ally and an advocate, for me, became a platform. Let's educate through love, not hate. And it's difficult where we are right now. I know how difficult it is. I have a very queer child who I'm very proud to be a parent of, but I want this planet to be a better place for them. And for me, I think we need to get back to basics of loving one another and educating through that love. And we need to vote, and we need to vote not only for who goes into the White House, which is so important, though your candidates may not be your first pick. It is what it is right now, and we've got to use our voices, but also on a local level. We need things locally that are not being taken care of. You know, big like healthcare, but also little like local things. You know, these are all things that we need to address. So I beg the queer vote to get out and do their thing, because our voices matter. So as an ally, to be a proper ally, it's great to say you love gay people. We all love gay people, but you need to be a voice and be present and listen and learn and educate and be there, be a shoulder. You don't even have to say anything. You just need to have a pair of ears that you can listen to and speak up when they're not there. So if you hear people talking smack when you're not in the room, that's your place to say, you know what, I'm not okay with that. So today, more than ever, now more than ever, your voice matters as a community, so we can come together in the name of love. Everybody have a wonderful, safe, happy Pride, and let's move forward in this world and in this planet, hand in hand, in the name of love. Happy Pride. Thank you.